I doing this one now? Hello, I come to you today from a very vulnerable and authentic space. My name is Paige. This is Yoga with Paige. And today we are talking about me, about who I am, or the lack thereof, who I am not. Because over the weekend, I had a lot of time to kind of introspect and reflect. This has been kind of an ongoing sensation for a while now, but has really kind of been coming to a head over these past few days. The realization that I do not know who I am. And I do not say that to garner pity. I do not say that to be dramatic. I say this to inform and hopefully help anybody else that may be feeling something similar. And know that I am okay with this realization. Now I am trying to be okay with this realization. I did shed some tears over it. I'm not going to lie. I did have a breakdown or two. I actually tried to make this video yesterday and it did not go very well. So I'm here again with another day down that I have admitted it to myself, and this is going better so far, admitting it to you. So I guess after unveiling and unlifting the big mask that I've been wearing, the one that's allowed me to hide to myself as much as everybody else, underneath this mask, I don't really know who I am. I don't really know what lights me on fire in this moment. I feel like lately I have lost a little bit of my fire, my passion. I slowly see it and feel it creeping back, but I think it'll take a little bit. But I guess I don't know what my true hobbies are right now, my interests. You know, we used to go out on the island almost every weekend or go camping. We were always outside adventuring. I felt like I was filling my soul up, for the week ahead. And the whole week was so easy to get through because at the end of that long, grueling week, I had something that lit my soul up on fire at the weekend. And I feel like I'm not getting that release anymore. And I feel like I've been working a lot. And I have not been carving out enough time to get to know myself, or at least just relax and find little ways to decompress. Because I am 27, almost 30 years old. I've been with my husband for about 4 years. And outside of being a partner and a wife and sharing a household and vehicles and growing a business, I've lost a little bit of sight of myself and who I am when I'm alone, when I'm by myself, because that does not happen often. True quality time with myself, I feel like, is very, very hard to come by. Trying to balance all of these things has left me feeling a little bit, I don't want to say empty, but there is a little bit missing. There's a little gapage, a little hole somewhere in there that I think I was trying to fill with the good feelings of alcohol, trying to mask that I didn't know how to work with this. So I am now unearthing these kind of difficult realizations, these difficult things to put into words, which is, like I said, why I tried to make a video on this yesterday and failed pretty miserably. I got very, very emotional, started very much rambling, losing my train of thought. Today's a little better. I've had one more day to sit with this realization and try and think of ways to express this to you without going on a huge tangent, because I'm not here looking for pity. I love my life and I live a very beautiful life. But it's always, always good to be evaluating all of these parts, all of these aspects of your life. And I feel like I'm definitely going through quite a transformation, a personal journey of sorts, of figuring out who this new human being is, who this new person is that is years and years removed from school, does not have any children like most of the people that I know my age, is just trying to find their way, figure out their true purpose, keep themselves motivated, accountable, disciplined in this ever-changing world, trying to keep myself positive and keep that bright light shining, but in more healthy ways. And maybe that was my issue before. I started to find ways that were not healthy. The alcohol, the running, the escaping. And now I think I need to find ways to physically run, get that momentum, really just shift everything around. And I feel that I am. I feel that I'm kind of on the precipice here. I'm kind of teetering on that edge. Something is definitely shifting. I think I will figure myself out, at least for this next little phase, because let's be honest, let's be real. Do we ever have ourselves figured out? I think it's kind of an ever ongoing thing. Maybe it's our true purpose here is to figure ourselves out and help others do the same. I'm not really sure. Let me know what you think. I'm not really sure of any of this, to be honest. I feel like the more I figure out, the less I understand, and that's very confusing. Going along with this theme of unearthing, of finding your authenticity, creating and unloading self-expression, kind of speaking your truth, I will have a few yoga practices to open up and activate these chakras that we really have kind of talked about today. More discussions about what is going along with this, because I really am going in tune with this week. This is kind of the theme for the week. Finding myself, unearthing true, authentic expression, just trying to figure myself out. Mind and body, what unites me, what connects me to me, what makes me feel connected to everything, because I lost some of that connection, I think, along the way. So going to take some time to figure out what sets my soul on fire, what makes me feel grounded, secure, and in harmony with everything and everyone. So stay tuned for how this goes. I'm sure we will face some triumphs and challenges here along the way. I guess I do also want to talk about the fact that I do feel a certain kind of resistance, because I feel like, I'm not sure if this is just a product of the Western Americanized society that I live in, but I feel like there's always so much to be doing as far as tending to house, tending to relationships, tending to your body, making sure you have healthy foods, making sure you're active every day, and working in order to get to a place that you want to be, and in order to provide for family, provide for yourself. It feels silly and it feels kind of wrong to allow myself time every day, especially even every week, to sit down and just have nothing to do and just try to get to know myself. Like, I feel like that's a luxury that I don't really want to afford to myself, which is really hard to admit, especially in this space and in this community, because I know that a lot of our practices are centered around that fact. I keep forgetting things that I wanted to say, that I wanted to point out. I had so many points in my head, and then when the camera comes on and I kind of start going down this little rabbit hole and I forget all of them. But I have this other point to make, that what I've been thinking over the past few days is I've been witnessing and observing myself and what I do when no one's looking, what I do when no one's around, how I think. It's not that I hate myself or that I don't really like myself. I don't think I'm that terrible. I don't think I'm that bad. I guess I just, one, never had a big chance to see what I would do. Like, I've never lived by myself. I've always lived with another partner or my mom or somebody else. So I've never been able to see, like, witness myself make a routine, like make and stick to a morning routine. Like, I'm always kind of relying on somebody else to help me. And that makes me, I don't know, like, I don't know what I would do in that situation if I was living on my own. Also, like, other people are so particular about things. Like, they feel black, like they're like black and white. Like, they know, okay, I like people who do this. I don't like people who feel this way. I like it when things are done like this. And I'm very, like, back and forth. Like, a lot of my decisions are mood dependent or emotion based. And so it's not very stable. Like, it's not like someone can say, oh yeah, Paige likes this, she doesn't like this, she likes when you do that. Like, it's very, like, situational. So it's like, oh yeah, I like this when X, Y, and Z happens. But if it's like, it's just very, I don't know. And I guess I don't know how to like that about myself. Like, maybe there are some traits about myself that I just have to learn to love. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I think there are just some things that I haven't really fully decided upon. Like, I don't really know my true values, my true priorities. Like, what are non-negotiables to me? I don't have those yet. So I know I don't want anybody to jump on here, jump down my throat saying like, oh, you're only 27, you're young. Like, yeah, okay, thank you. But also, okay, that's fine. But I feel like this is something that I should be learning as I go. Like, I've done a decent amount of things. I don't know if I'm just being too hard on myself. I don't think I am. I think it's about time that I shape this ship up, if you know what I mean, and like really start doing something, because I feel that I have way more potential than I'm doing. Like, I feel like I could do a lot more than I'm doing right now, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself. But yeah, so that was another little rambling that I wanted to get across this little point. So yeah, I guess just growing up and witnessing other people has made me realize that I don't really know who I am that much. Like, other people seem so set in their ways or so defined. Like, they have such defined characteristics or traits. And mine are all over the freaking place. I just do not feel very stable. But my mental state has not been very stable these past few days either. So I don't know if that coincides at all, but many times throughout my life, I have felt like I don't fit in. So I'm no stranger to this feeling, but it is a little strange feeling it regarding yourself. I feel like I don't really fit in with myself right now. I don't really know who this person is, because this person was not the person that I used to be, but I am not yet still the person that I want to be and that I know I can be and that I'm working towards being. But I don't really know where that leaves me right now. Kind of leaves me on like the in-between, the limbo. And it feels very uncomfortable. And I think that's what I've been running from. I've been hiding from. I've been trying to mask with these layers and all of these other things. So my goal this week is to lean in to this current self, this person that I am right now in the transition. Lean into this part of the transformation, because you can't get to the other side without going through this part. Even though it feels very uncomfortable, it's like I want to be alone. All I want to do is to be alone, to have time to sit with myself, to understand, to just be. But then when I am alone, I don't want to be alone. And I'm really, really wishing I was surrounded by other people. So this tells me that I'm uncomfortable with being by myself. And there is a reason why. I'm not going to push it too hard right now. It will come up in time. What am I hiding from? What am I chasing? It makes me a little sad to feel like I don't fit in anywhere. I don't really fit in with my family, with the way they think anymore. I no longer speak to any of the friends that I had in middle school and high school. I definitely do not fit in with the people that I work with at all, with really any of them. I just don't really feel like I belong anywhere. I haven't met anyone recently that really makes me want to surround myself with them. I think a lot of people have been kind of bringing me down recently. So it's these times that I really need to force myself and press myself to reach for those tools in my toolbox. The tools of journaling, of nature, of quiet contemplation, of my yoga practice, of being active, eating healthy, getting those natural endorphins, taking care of myself, especially in these times, because that's probably the best thing I can do. And you know what? This little conversation that I'm having with you, with myself, just made me feel a little bit better. Because even if I'm moving a little bit slower in this period right now, which I most certainly am, I'm trying to give myself a little bit of grace for it. Even if I'm moving a little bit slower, I'm still moving forward. And if I'm still taking care of myself, doing most of those right things, if not all, then that's the most progress I can hope for. Everything else will fall into place, hopefully, eventually. I just have to keep trucking along. So that's what I will do. This made me feel a lot better. And if you feel like you don't know who the heck you are right now, no matter your situation, what you've gone through, what you're going through, just know that you are not alone, my friend. I don't think any of us really knows what we're doing. Even the best ones, even the ones who look like they can fake it really well, I don't think they really have as much of a clue as they may seem like they do. But for now, that's all I really wanted to share. And I wish you the happiest and brightest of the rest of your day. I wish to see you very, very soon. Like I said, stay tuned for those practices this week coming up on the chakras, some more discussions like these. Shoot me anything you need to help make this a happier and healthier place for your mind and your body. Sending you all my love, and it is great to kind of be back after this little social media hiatus over the weekend. Thank you for listening.